The Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carlton Lodge of Adrian. The Carlton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carlton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's choice of lodging for sponsoring Bulldog Athletics.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, We can see it.
A return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight will continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face-to-face, hand-in-hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
Hello students, this is President Docking coming to you again from the President's Office at Adrian College. Hey, I'm sending you this video with some great news. Despite all that's been happening with the pandemic, COVID-19, etc., we've been hard at work on campus, and the faculty have recently approved 8 new degree programs, which I think are super exciting, and I want you guys to know about these so you can start to think about them as you think about your future academic career here. So here they are. The first one is in public health. We have both a major and a minor now in public health. Can you think of a more relevant major than public health right now, given all that's going on? The second one is supply chain management. If you're following the news, supply chain management is really where it's at. There are thousands of jobs. I happened to look before I got in this video. Some of these jobs pay over $100,000 a year right out of college. Public health pays very well as well. Great area to go into. The third new major that the faculty approved is human resources. And you know, every business, I mean, whether it's Adrian College or IBM or something in between, has a human resource office. Lots of jobs, great field to go into. The fourth is professional sales. Now, whatever your professional career, you have to know how to sell, whether you're selling yourself, whether you're selling goods, whether you're selling services, whether you're selling your character. Professional sales is a great thing to be trained in academically. The next one is esports management. Now, esports is just absolutely exploding across the country. And I know we have a lot of students that are athletes that would like to stay into sports. So we now have an esports minor degree. It's a minor right now, may turn into a major later, but it's a minor right now that you can get your degree in. And then we have 2 certificates that we're now offering in digital marketing, which is incredible. I mean, digital marketing, again, whatever you're going into, if you can do some digital marketing, your employers will love it. So these are high skill, high pay, high need areas with literally thousands of jobs coast to coast. So long and short is, once again, Adrian's on the cutting edge. We're at the forefront. We are leading the pack in innovation and ingenuity. And we just wanted you guys to know all that's going on. So there you go. It's all good news today. I hope that brightened your day. Thanks for tuning in.
chance, sends it in front. Shot centered by him, Davis, he scores! And Adrian with a dream start in the finals of the MIAA tournament.
Right now. Whoa! Leo got the crowd into it. He fired. Oh my goodness! How in the world? That will do it. Sticks fly into the ceiling. The Bulldogs take to the ice. The Harris Cup to Adrian, Michigan, and the seniors. They've secured a championship here for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
I don't even know what we say about it. Like I'm kind of left speechless after that game.
Next on ice, representing the United States of America, Adrian College.
Points right there.
Oh, hey, there he is, Bruiser. Hi, I'm Bruiser's biggest fan. He was a legend to us puppies.
Strong but silent. Such a humble attitude from such a prominent figure.
He ran Adrian College's campus. Everyone loved him and wanted to meet him wherever he went. Welcome week, homecoming, spring concert, he was there and looking good. Well, he did have his own private groomer. He was so cool. He had the best education a Bulldog could ever ask for, as many walks as he wanted. Heck, the dog had his own pass to Richie. Bruiser was an athlete, but I'm so small. He did have to work hard at it. Well, maybe not too hard, but it will take a lot of commitment and practice if I want to land on varsity at Arrington too. It's just such a big jersey to fill. Seriously, huge. But I can do this. I want the job. Because I want to make thousands of Bulldog friends just like him. So hi, Adrian College. I'm Bruiser too.
Hello and welcome to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center, the home of the Adrian College Bulldogs, for another edition of Adrian College Men's Volleyball right here on Adrian College TV. My name is Jay Hanna, and I'm standing next to the volleyball expert at Adrian College, Jenny Carlson. Jenny, this is the second time we've gotten to host a Bulldogs volleyball game this semester so far. Wasn't so good for the Bulldogs last Sunday, and today we got a familiar foe with Siena Heights and someone you know a lot about.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a great crosstown rival. It's got a lot of history. Last year, the teams split, so each one took away a 5-set win. So it's going to be an interesting battle here. Siena just had their home opener last night, and the Bulldogs have obviously a couple games under their belt. So I am interested to see what's going to come to the court tonight.
Yeah, for the Saints, they are 0-1. They lost to Mount Vernon Nazarene in 4 sets last night. Meanwhile, the Adrian Bulldogs 2-3 overall, 2-2 in the MCVL. Those 2 losses coming in their last matchups against Trine last Sunday. One was a 3-set sweep, and the other was a 5-set thriller that the Bulldogs nearly came back and won. But you got to think that the Bulldogs are looking to bounce back after a tough their first 2 losses in program history to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, this is always a battle, right? We're going to see it. It's going to be back and forth tonight. When it's crosstown, you got something to prove, and it was the same way when I was here playing, when the girls played each other. I mean, we only played each other once, so it was a big game, and this is now turned into 2 matches, a home and away, and so I'm excited to see what the Bulldogs bring back tonight. I think they probably had a good week of practice, probably got some rest. That's a lot of matches that they played on Sunday, so definitely be interested to see if they are rested and ready to go, and I'll see how Shu pops back after a match last night.
Yeah, and talking about the Bulldogs here first, we talked a lot about Chase Hoyer, the freshman. He was the MCVL Player of the Week to start off the season. He's got 62 kills, which leads the team so far this season. Also a good performance so far this year from Shane Wenz, the graduate student, 6'5", with 52 kills. Leading the team in digs is Jacob Rembulat. We talked a lot about him in that libero spot last Sunday. And then obviously the setter, 160 assists for Andrew Garish. And then lastly for Siena Heights, leading the way in their first match was Alex Garavalla. He had 17 kills. Keegan Crawford with 36 assists. Also Bryce Johnson standing out with 8 kills as a senior. And again, he's 6'3" overall. So Jenny Carlson will be right by my side throughout this entire broadcast. My name is Jay Hanna, and this is Adrian College TV's coverage of the Adrian College men's volleyball team. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout as they're getting ready to go with the Star-Spangled Banner. But before this matchup starts, we're going to go ahead and take about a 60-second timeout or so. This is men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome back to men's volleyball action on Adrian College Television. My name is Jay Hanna, standing beside Jenny Carlson as the Adrian College Bulldogs, 2-3 overall, hosting the Siena Heights Saints, who lost their home opener the first game of the season last night. They are 0-1. Should be a fun little crosstown matchup between these two squads, and I know they're not in the same conference at all or anything like that, but this is an obvious rivalry between these two schools.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first meeting of these two teams was in 2015, and Adrian came out with a 3-0 win. Since that time, the Saints have won 7 straight before Adrian ended that streak in 2019, which I told you last week. I was at that match, actually coaching on the Siena side. So I was there for that, and I know how exciting that was for the team to win that game. And it's always just fun. This is going to be a good match.
Yeah, for sure. And as you can see on your screens here, it is an empty gym again, other than the women's volleyball team in the stands. Now, this is not an MIAA conference matchup, but just earlier today, the MIAA announced that there was going to be at least 100, or at the most 100 fans allowed inside indoor facility games. Big news for, the kids that want to have their parents at these contests. Meanwhile, the kids that the parents that can't make the trip, watch it right on Adrian College TV. I know this one is just across town, but it helps out that families are able to watch their kids play, and a competitive matchup between these two teams. So, again, Adrian College will be wearing black, Siena in their navy blue. You got to expect both of these two teams to want to get off to a hot start after losing their most recent matches.
Yeah, I think we're either going to see some really aggressive serving right off the jump, or we should see some domination at the net.
Had a couple Adrian College players waving at the camera there, saying hi to everyone. Out on the floor for Adrian College, you can see Shane Wenz out there, Chase Hoyer, as well as Colby Miller, number 17, Tedrick Gula, and I can't see the last guy out there. It looks like number 11, Andrew Garvish, the setter. And then for Siena Heights, you got number 7, Jacob Pickett, number 9, Kevin Gomez. You also have Joe Pavimiro in there as the libero, along with Keegan Crawford. Number 5, Bryce Johnson, who, as I mentioned, 8 kills in that last contest. And then Alex Garavala also out there, the team leader in kills after that first game. Alex, a senior, 6'2" out of Couts, Indiana. And so we're going to get this one going as the Bulldogs will be hitting right to left here at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Shane Wenz set to serve it away for the Bulldogs. And his serve does go over the net and is received. Set up nicely on the outside, and a good dig by the Bulldogs. Now Siena Heights with an opportunity. And it's going to be blocked at the net, but it does fall down. Point goes to the Saints.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a lot of a back row offense out of the Saints. The BIC is a very big play that we used to use, and I'm sure they still do to this day.
Keegan Crawford serves it back to the Bulldogs. 1-0 Siena Heights right off the bat, as Hoyer's attempt at a kill is blocked. And that one's going to be a kill on the backside for number 13, Colby Miller. And I should have said that was Tedrick Gula that had his kill attempt blocked. So it's 1-1. Back to serve it for the Bulldogs, Andrew Garish. His serve is received, but a little bit of an error there, as now Adrian with an opportunity. The set nice on the outside for Hoyer is blocked. Now Adrian College resets. Great defense on the backside by the Saints so far, with already 3 blocks early.
Yeah, the Saints, that's a big block that's up there. They're going to have to adjust how they're swinging at this ball and get the defense moving a little bit more.
And you had mentioned that a couple of these kids on this roster you actually helped recruit.
Yes, actually I've coached a handful of them that are out there and recruited a couple of them as well.
So the Bulldogs answer back there with a kill from Tedrick Gula, making the score 2-2 as Chase Hoyer gets set to serve things away for the Adrian College Bulldogs. We talked about the last time the Bulldogs were in this gym on Sunday. They were swept by the Trine Thunder in 2 matches, as the first set was a 3-set sweep. The second match was a 5-set win for the Thunder. Serve goes wide, and Siena Heights will serve it away with a 3-2 lead. Back there serving, number 9, Kevin Gomez.
Kevin has a very aggressive serve. We're going to see a lot out of him. He led the team last year with serving.
Yeah, you could see he had a lot of pepper on that one, as Adrian does receive it, though, and now they have it set up on the outside, and the set goes wide. Couple of offsets there for the Bulldogs.
Yes, we talked a lot about that. These out-of-system sets need to give the hitter something to work with. Those tight balls are hard to get out of the net.
Kevin Curley is the one that hits the serve, or his hit goes long, as Siena Heights now with a 4-2 lead. And these two teams, you mentioned they started playing each other in 2015. And when a team wins so many times in a row like Siena Heights did before Adrian College got that win a few years ago, you kind of get that instilled in the program that I wouldn't say superior, but you start to think that you should win these games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that makes the upset that much more of a victory.
Yeah, for sure. A lot more to play for on the Adrian College side of things, as
yes.
Wen's shot is blocked there. Now Gallrich sets up on the outside for Curley, and he's going to get the kill, as that time the block attempt failed.
Yeah, that was a good use by Curley, right? Curley, yep.
Yeah. 4-4 is the score. Back to serve is Gula out of California. Obviously probably not thrilled with the weather we're having here in Adrian, Michigan, as his serve goes long, and that's something we saw last Sunday as well, was just a lot of service errors on the side of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and again, men's volleyball is a lot more aggressive, right? So in the beginning when we're going back and forth at each other and the game's not on the line, you're going to see a lot of those aggressive misses, but at the same time, you got to be able to control them too.
5-4, Siena Heights with the lead. Bulldogs get a kill on the outside from Miller, the senior, 5'11" out of Hudson. Ties the game at 5. As the Bulldogs are going to get a substitution in there for the serve. That's number 15, Samuel Williams, the 5'11" freshman from Napier, New Zealand. His first serve is in play. Good recovery by the Saints there to get something going offensively. Outside, Curley's shot is blocked, but it comes back out of bounds. Point goes to the Bulldogs, and now the Bulldogs out to a 6-5 lead.
Yeah, let's see, you know, a couple points each time, build that lead and see if they can keep it.
Williams serve in play again. This time, good opportunity for the Saints, and just a monster shot on the outside there from number 13, Alex Garavalla. We talked a little bit about him before. He led the team with 17 kills in the loss to Mount Vernon Nazarene last night. The 6'2" senior definitely going to be trying to get set up early.
Yeah, Alex has been a go-to player for the Saints for a number of years now. His sophomore year was my first year over there, and he was a dominant outside and right side. So to see where he's at his senior year is very exciting.
Curley's going to get set to serve it away for the Bulldogs as they lead 7-6 in the first set here. Bulldogs were the conference champions last year in a shortened COVID-ridden season. We had talked a little bit about Casey Fitzpatrick, the head coach in his first year, I guess coach of the year in the MCVL. The Bulldogs get another point. 8-6 now is the score. Pretty good start here so far for Adrian College.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely communicating. They're playing very well together. I think they're even connecting a lot better with the setter. From Sunday's match, I'm plenty of time in the gym since then to really work out some kinks with the setter and the hitters.
Yeah, you had mentioned as a coach, when you play back-to-back matches like they do on Sunday, you probably get that Monday off and then really go to town to get ready to go for today's contest.
Yeah, and I mean, film is such a huge thing now, and training and what's available to these athletes now is completely different.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout. I believe that was Siena Heights calling the timeout, so it's 9-6 so far, and right now here in the first set, the Bulldogs trying to build on top of a lead that they did not see a whole lot of in their last two matches.
Yeah, no, I think they are in the driver's seat right now. Again, we are very early in this match, but I think right now they're playing composed. It's definitely a different team that we're seeing out on the court right now than we did on Saturday or Sunday.
Well, and we had mentioned that they had won the conference last year. A lot of expectations coming in, and then to lose their, first two, or I should say two of their first four MCVL contests last Sunday, maybe lowered them down a peg, I guess.
Right, they don't have a ton of games. A couple of unfortunate losses can definitely screw up your rankings.
Yeah, and when you get a new head coach like Casey Fitzpatrick, and this is his first quote-unquote full season, we're getting a lot of cancellations and stuff, but a little bit more to build here. He's getting some of his own guys in, out there playing a lot of freshmen, and this NCAA men's volleyball business here at Adrian College is really starting to build.
Absolutely.
So back to serve now is Kevin Curley, the graduate student from Zion, Illinois. And there's a mishit by Siena Heights, but great recovery as getting a kill on the outside are the Saints to make it 9-7. Now back to serve for Siena Heights, number 3, Keegan Crawford, the setter. 36 assists in their matchup last night from Columbus, Ohio, also Monroe Community College. Set up on the outside for Wenz. His shot is blocked. Now the Bulldogs with another opportunity on the outside for Hoyer. and that's going to be just long. Point goes to Siena Heights, and just like that, they're back within 1.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes I think some of the plays get pushed a little too much. I think there was probably a better decision for that second ball to go, but I mean, you got to do the best you can with it when you're giving it out of system ball.
The serve is nice and wide. Very good placement by Siena Heights, and also a great recovery by Curley. But point's going to go to Gomez and Siena Heights. Great timeout call over there by Chris McKim.
Absolutely.
Right out of the timeout, 3 straight points.
Absolutely. Definitely passing in system right now. I think, you know, Keegan is another one with a great serve. So when you're out of system on one side, it's easy to attack on the other.
And that was very nicely done by the Bulldogs as Wenz takes that right at the top of the set and hits it straight down for the kill. 10-9, Adrian College comes back out on top. That seemed like a point to get them back into this one.
Yeah, that one should definitely get things moving.
Here's the set for the Saints, and this time the shot's blocked. One of the first blocks for Adrian College, and that one's going to be, looks like maybe a little shooken up on that one was Alex Garavalla, and he just didn't get all of that one, and it goes wide. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Now Shane Wenz set to serve it away. 11-9, Adrian College on top, and he's going to get an ace after unable to receive the serve was Jack Prankus. And now it's back to 12-9, Adrian College, and that little comeback Siena Heights made just evaporated.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you're going to see, or what we're going to see all night, right? This crosstown rivalry turns into that. Couple good plays, you start getting going, you get the momentum, and they answer back, then they get a couple more points. So it is a lot of fun.
Now Adrian College with a set opportunity for Hoyer, and nice little recovery just to get that one over the net. But now Siena Heights has the opportunity. Shot's going to be blocked, but it goes straight down on their side, and kill goes to number 13, Alex Garavalla. Obviously, definitely not shaken up after I thought he was gimping a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like these guys can bounce back from hitting a pole easily.
Yeah, for sure. 12-10 now. Siena Heights trails, but they have the serve. Serve in play. And just a good recovery to get that over the net by the Bulldogs. Recovery. And that's set and hit goes wide for Jacob Pickett. Point goes to Adrian College. Now they're 12 points away from a set 1 victory. They cross over that halfway point of the first set. Andrew Garish back to serve, the freshman. The lefty puts it in play. Now on the outside, Siena Heights with a great set and a great kill by number 5, Bryce Johnson, who was second in the team in kills in that matchup against Mount Vernon Nazarene last night. Now the score's 13-11. Jacob Pickett will serve things for Siena. That one's going to be just long, just about hits line. Point goes to Adrian College. Good discipline from the libero, Jacob Rembulat.
Yep, way to follow that all the way back to the line.
Now Chase Hoyer will serve things away. Gets so much air on the toss. And now Siena with the set on the backside. That'll be a point for the Saints. I still think that Chase Hoyer is going to touch the ceiling one of these times with one of those tosses.
Absolutely. And on Kevin's serve, you'll see it as well.
Gomez with the toss. And a strong serve. That's going to be an ace for Siena Heights. You had talked about it right beforehand. And just the downward spin and not a whole lot that you can do on that one, and just hope you get a bump in the air.
Right. It's coming fast, and it's pretty controlled. So he has a good serve.
Another serve from Gomez into the net, and sometimes that's what you get.
Exactly.
15-13, Adrian College in the lead. Back to serve here is Tedrick Gula. San Gabriel, California, the juniors from. His brother as well on the squad. Brendan Gula, the freshman. The serve in play. Perfect opportunity for Siena Heights, and they execute perfectly, but a great recovery by the Bulldogs.
Yes, great dig.
And
someone was in the net.
Another good dig there, and it looks like Adrian College must have hit the net.
Mm-hmm. Yep, came down on that block in the net, but yes, Siena is passing in system right now, which is giving them lots of options for their hitters.
15-14 is the score. Heading back to serve, Jack Prankus for Siena Heights. Siena Heights, coached by Chris McKim, 0-1 on the season. First game, or first match of the year was last night, as Adrian College, Wenz unable to capitalize on the set. And this time Gomez just doesn't get enough, but it was tipped, so they will keep playing. And that one's going to stay in play. Point goes to Adrian College. Just kind of a sloppy rally there for Siena Heights. 16-14 checking in for the Bulldogs to serve is Samuel Williams. Back and forth first set, but Adrian College has kind of been in control with the lead so far. Still just a 2-point game. Set on the outside. Perfectly hit down in play. Point goes to number 13, Alex Garavalla, and Siena Heights.
Yeah, he was able to adjust on that. That ball looked a little outside, and he was definitely able to bring it back in the court with a very strong hit.
Now served for the Saints, Nathan Lee. Perfectly done by Adrian College there, and perfectly executed as Kevin Curley with the kill.
Yeah, and I'm definitely liking Kevin in the outside position versus the libero position where he started on Sunday.
Yeah, he did start there, and we do see the ball moving a lot better with Rembulat back there, and he seems to give a lot of effort as well. And maybe I would think that Curley would like to, get a few of these kills as well, on the outside.
Oh, yeah. Being a libero is fun, but when you can swing, that's even more fun.
I just take a beating as the libero, pretty much.
Yeah. Just defend the court.
Next serve, Keegan Crawford, 17-16. Siena Heights trying to even this one, and they will not. Another serve in the net, 18-16 now. Adrian College on top, 7 points away from a set win. Shane Wenz will serve it for Adrian College. It's in play. Set up on the outside for Gomez, and that time he doesn't get enough of the ball. Point goes to AC. 19-16. Wenz will serve again. Good strong serve to the back row.
Out of system again, so we'll see what.
Nice play by Garavalla, as he is definitely controlling the front row for Siena Heights.
Absolutely, that was a smart shot. The block was already up in the air. He was able to just nice, easy over, and the defense was ready for him to swing and not ready to pick up that short ball.
So Keegan Crawford will serve, or I should say Garavalla will serve, and that one's going to be just out of bounds. Point goes to Adrian College, and that's been the story of Siena Heights' first set, is every time they get something going, just a mental mistake like that. I get what he was trying to do, but that makes it a 3-point advantage for Adrian College.
Yeah, I'll have to pull up these stats here in between sets so we can look at some of that stuff.
Perfectly played with the net there, and a really nice one-handed set for Siena Heights, but Adrian College now with the opportunity. Hoyer's shot is blocked, but the Bulldogs keep it alive. This one's for Gomez. Shot's blocked, still alive as well. Good effort by Miller to hit it over the net. Now the Saints just kind of get it over the net and somehow get the point after that great effort. That was the point right there, was just a little light tap from Gomez, and Siena Heights back within 2.
Yeah, that was a good scrappy play. I mean, it wasn't pretty at all times, but to keep the ball going and getting another chance, it's definitely can take advantage of that.
Here's the set for Adrian College. Saints recover on the outside. Good block by the Bulldogs as Hoyer as well as Gula team up for that one, getting the Bulldogs within 4 points of a set win.
Yeah, that's a good one, especially going into now serving for point 22. I think great stop there.
And it will be Chase Hoyer, the freshman. His serve, it's very good. That's going to be an ace for Adrian College, and you can't do it a whole lot better than that.
Yep, and here we have another timeout coming for Siena.
Yeah, 23-18. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout here, about a 30-second timeout. 22-18 is the score. This is Adrian College Men's Volleyball on Adrian College TV.
Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
All right, welcome back to the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center. 22-18 is the score. Adrian College within 3 points of a first set victory, as Siena Heights continues to battle back but cannot seem to get over that 2 to 3 point deficit, and they're hoping this timeout. Last time the coach called the timeout, they battled back for 3 straight points, so we'll see if they get to do it again. But with Chase Hoyer serving like he did that last point, it's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, I mean, if Chase comes out with an aggressive serve, the Saints need to try really hard to be in system. Like we did show, I mean, they did come out of that last timeout really successful, and I think that's one thing is getting composure from a timeout and getting ready to answer. So if they're really focused and they're in system, I think they're going to take their best bet to score right here.
Now, when you're talking in system for volleyball newbies, what does that mean?
It's a good pass to the setter, basically. So we rank passing, so that's in system right there. That's a great pass.
It worked out really well that it hit the net there, because that was going to be a strong serve from Hoyer as well.
Yes, it was.
So now Siena with the set in the middle, and good dig on the backside. Now Miller just gets enough of it. Siena Heights with the set to the middle. Good block by Adrian College. Point goes to the Bulldogs. 2 points away from a set victory. Nice block by Gula, who's been doing a great job at the net these last few points.
I mean, I think that was a crucial point right there. So we'll see how we can answer back again, because this is kind of where it starts to finish things.
23-18, Hoyer serve in just wide left, and that's a point for Siena Heights, so they're going to try to build on that one. As heading back to serve, it looks like it's going to be Gomez.
Which could be a change of momentum right here.
Yeah. And I think we're going to get a timeout for Adrian College. We'll go ahead and keep things here. 23-19 is the score. So Adrian College builds this 4-point lead. What are they doing so well here in the first set to kind of control this first set, I guess?
I mean, really, they're attacking. I haven't seen the stats, so I can say that from us, watching. They're attacking better than they have been, and they're also playing a lot more defense, I think. They're getting a lot more second chances. Like I said, when we were talking prior, I was wondering how Siena was going to come into this match. It's their opening weekend. Last week with Trine and Adrian, not that it was their opening weekend, but still, again, fresh play. So I was wondering where we were going to go with this. Season openers are always going to be a question mark.
Yeah, so Siena enters the matchup, like we said, 0-1 with that loss last night. Meanwhile, Adrian College, 2-3 overall, 2-2 in the MCVL, with those 2 losses to Trine last Sunday. Trying to bounce back, as Siena Heights will come out of the timeout with the serve. That is Kevin Gomez back there.
And I think that was a really good call by Adrian to take a timeout, because, again, Kevin is a great server, and, get this side composed, talk about what they need to do to score these last 2 points.
Yeah, you get 2 of them. Might as well use them, right?
Right.
So Gomez will serve things away. This one's a good, strong serve to the back row, but Adrian
pass.
College, good recovery by Siena. They still have the opportunity, as Miller doesn't get quite enough of it. That's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. No.
Oh,
they're going to say Adrian College reached over the net, and that could be a crucial call going down the stretch here, as now it's 23-20.
That was a great rally.
Gomez will serve. And it's in play. Good dig in the back row. Now Miller set up nice. Kill for the Bulldogs. Match point coming up, and they will serve it to Siena Heights. Gula will be the man with the ball.
Adrian's passing really well right now. I mean, that's exactly what you want. In-system passing so that your setter has all 3 hitters available.
24-20 as Gula puts the ball in the nice light serve in play. Nothing doing for Siena Heights. 25-20 will be the final here in the first set, as Adrian College goes up 1-0 over Siena Heights. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout before we come back with set number 2. This is men's volleyball on Adrian College Television.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Centers. Adrian College gets a 25-20 first set victory over top of the Siena Heights Saints. Their first, with their first matchup last Sunday against Trine, they were unable to win a set at all, so that's a good start for the Bulldogs. As we're going ahead and take a look at the first set stats, you can kind of see there that Adrian College with that 125 hitting percentage, as well as the 8 assists compared to the 12 for Siena. You had mentioned that you thought that Adrian was passing very well. Siena doing it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, there's not as many blocks, but there is a lot of touches. It's really, let's see, 1 block to 4 blocks. So, I mean, they're getting a lot of great touches, which, although it might not end the point, it definitely changes the momentum of the ball. It gives second chances, but it also, it's something that the hitters have to adjust to. I mean, they have to change up what they're going to do. As far as serving goes, we talked about this. The Saints have 6 serving errors, and the Bulldogs have 9. So those are some big points that we're giving away there. Again, serving is aggressive in the men's game, so you're always going to see that reflected. But it's one of those things that there's, 13 points left out on the floor?
Yeah.
So
I will correct you. It was 3 service errors for Adrian College, 9 digs for the Bulldogs. So,
okay.
Yeah, so a little bit better looking there, but still, those service errors come back to bite you at the end of a set, especially when you lose a close one, 25-20. So now Adrian College coming out trying to build that 2-0 lead. Similar lineup back out on the floor for the Bulldogs. You have Shane Wenz along with Garish and number 13 Colby Miller. Also out there Tedrick Gula and Chase Hoyer. And really, it's been a combination effort for the Bulldogs so far. Hoyer's got some good hits there. Tedrick Gula's been great at the front row. And Colby Miller's been a guy that's really getting set up nicely as well.
absolutely. I think, we haven't seen a ton from Chase tonight, but he is still a big part of being on the court, which is exciting when you're in a team sport, right? It doesn't have to be every night that you show up on the stats. It's what you do in the game that helps the team win. So.
And out there for the Saints in their navy blue is number 3, Keegan Crawford, along with Bryce Johnson, number 5, number 7, Jacob Pickett, number 9, Kevin Gomez, and number 17, Joe Povimiro. The Saints will serve this away to start off set number 2. They'll be going left to right. As the serve is in play, great play by Curley to get it set up for Hoyer. Shot is blocked. Now the Bulldogs will try to get back. And that time, Hoyer got enough of it to get the kill. Point goes to the Bulldogs right on cue. Hoyer answers saying he's been a little bit quiet.
Exactly. Yes, he did. I mean, he's swinging aggressively. He got back-to-back sets, and he was able to get a kill out of those.
Now serving for Adrian College, Andrew Garish, the setter. Nice light serve. Set up on the outside. Gomez gets way too much on that one, and it's going to go wide. And point goes to Adrian College. Oh, no, they're going to say Adrian College tipped it, I think. And Coach Fitzpatrick did not like that call. Neither do the players. I didn't think that was even possible to be touched because it was a very wide hit attempt by the Saints. So, but point goes to Siena Heights. Now set up in the middle there. And that was a low set, but now Adrian College is kind of scrambling around here. They get the ball over the net. Set on the outside for Siena, and it's going to hit the net. Point goes to Adrian College.
Yeah, I think this set just got a little too far out outside of Bryce's arm, and therefore it went into the antenna. But that play that we just saw with the miscommunication on the setter in the middle over on Adrian's side, that's going to be a great play when that's a connection. It's a little low right now, but
you can almost tell when Hoyer is going to be errant with a serve because the toss is just a little bit too far for him, and he has to reach a little bit more. But when he really connects, it's tough to return. So 2-2 is the score after the service error. Siena Heights serves it over to the Bulldogs. Set up on the outside for Curley. Curley gets the kill, and another good, strong hit by Curley. Point goes to Adrian College, 3-2 score.
One thing you see out of Curley is he loves the line. So as you can see how he took that ball off of the block, he's aiming for that line shot, and he's going to score a lot.
Tedrick Gula will serve for the Bulldogs. 3-2 Adrian College.
Great pass.
Set up right in the middle there. And that one's going to be a kill for Chevin Blades. That's his first kill of the match, coming from Barbados. 3-3. I got to say, I love the shoe game also for Siena Heights, especially right there for Chevin Blades. Got those nice lime greenish color. That one goes into the net, and Gomez tried to get everything he had on that one. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Now checking in for Adrian College is number 15, Samuel Williams, to serve it away. 4-3, black and gold out on top. And the serve goes into the net as well. So back-to-back service errors for the two teams, making the score even at 4.
Yeah, hard to get momentum rolling on either side right now.
And playing in front of no fans, do you think that plays any havoc on these players and momentum and all that?
Absolutely. I think, the benches do a great job of cheering each other on, and you do get some noise, and there he goes on the line again. But you get something from your crowd, right? Like, they can talk you out of a bad rut. So it's going to be great when the parents can be in the stands.
Yes, for sure. 5-4, Siena Heights with the lead and the serve, as that one's going to be short. And a nice job there by Garish. Just kind of turned and hit it over the net. Point goes to Adrian College.
Yeah, and he hasn't done that tonight, so he did catch Siena off guard on that.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose your moments as a setter there.
Absolutely.
Curly shot over the net. That one's going to be just kind of scramble mode here for Siena. Gomez has his hit dug out, and Hoyer eventually hits it over the net for the Bulldogs. Now on the outside. Nice job there adjusting by Garavalla. Point goes to Siena Heights.
Yeah, Alex was able to read the defense on that he was a little out of system getting there, so he could see that they were back waiting, and he just hit a perfect shot to catch them off guard.
I just find it amazing that these hitters at the net use that, 1 to 2 seconds to evaluate where the defense is at while they're in the air to decide if they really want to hit it, as Hoyer gets the kill there. I mean, to have your mind racing so fast like that and be able to adjust on the fly, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost something that you can't explain. I remember when I played, some people would say, it looks like you're looking at stuff, and I guess I'd be like, I am, but when you're in the game, it doesn't feel like it, really. I mean, I guess that doesn't make sense, and I might be the weird person, but...
But, I mean, you have to. I mean, you can't just hit the ball where you want to hit it. You got to go based off the defense.
Exactly, and you have to know what your blocks look like. You have to see if there's holes. There's tons of things that go with offense.
Serve coming for Siena Heights. 7-6 Saints right now. Set on the outside for Hoyer is not properly placed there, and so Siena will have the opportunity. They also are kind of scrambling around there, and that's going to be 4 hits on the Bulldogs. Point goes to Siena.
Yeah. We're playing a little out of system on both sides right now, and it's going to be who can control the ball better.
Saints with one of their biggest leads in the match, if not the biggest, 8-6, as they trail 1-0 to the Bulldogs. That serve is strong by Siena, but it is received, and Hoyer eventually gets enough of it. Point goes to the Bulldogs, and it seems like anytime the Saints get momentum, it's something, a strong hit like that or a strong serve that kind of kills it.
Yeah, and Hoyer looks in system. He's swinging really well right now. He looks different. He looks poised than he did on Sunday. I mean, again, he played great on Sunday, but I felt like he had a lot of pressure and felt he needed to do a lot. And right now, he's just swinging comfortably.
Yeah, right now Chase Hoyer, the freshman, leads the team in kills with 62. Second on the team, Shane Wenz with 52. Leading the team in digs, Jacob Remulat with 43. Kevin Curley also has 41. And Andrew Garish with 35. Siena Heights leads 9-7. We'll serve it for the Bulldogs. That one's in play. Set by Garish on the outside is a little long. So now Siena with the opportunity, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Point goes to Siena. The 3-point lead, 10-7 in the second set, as they trail 1-0. That serve's going to be well long. Trying to get a lot on that one was Garavalla. 10-8, and I know when you have that lead, it's got to be a lot more easy to try to go for that strong serve, but sometimes that's a momentum killer.
Absolutely. I think, you know, it's like most things, right? Get your first serve in, get comfortable, and then start stepping up the pace each time you go back there. And sometimes I think it's like, oh, that one was pretty good, but I can do better. And, you know, the room for error on those high tosses is a lot.
Yeah. 11-8, Siena Heights out on top. And they will serve things back to the Bulldogs. Jacob Pickett serves it over the net. Good dive there by Remulat, but that caused them to be out of position, and Siena Heights capitalizes. 12-8 is the score. Adrian College electing to call their first timeout of the second set. 12-8 out on top is Siena Heights, and obviously Coach Fitzpatrick doesn't want to let this set get away from him. When you get down 2-0 as a coach, obviously there's a lot of room to come back, but what do you tell your players to try to get them to bounce back and you know, really try to play good for 3 straight sets?
You know, it's hard because you have to watch your errors at that point, right? Like, you don't want to tell them to play too safe of volleyball, because when you play too safe, you mess up just as much too, but they have to play smart. I guess there's the best thing. Like, they have to play smart because they're down. They have to make the right plays. I always used to tell people, like, play within your means. If someone can do a certain skill at a great level and you can't, don't try and do that at that point, right? Like the serving point. Yeah, it's great to get aces, but when you see this back and forth, it's not the right time for it. It's all about the mental for them, like keeping them above, understanding, like, hey, it's time to play, like, it's do or die now.
I think you could probably argue that the second set is the most important set in the match for the two teams. You know, for as far as trying to take control of the match and not trying to get down 2-0. I got to think that the percentages of winning goes way down if you lose the first 2 sets.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a big mental battle, right? Like, on top of the physical part, when you're down 2, next match, if you lose it, the game's over. Versus, you know, if you're tied 1-1 or in your first set. So there's a lot to that third set that's mental just as much as skill.
Well, the game plan that Coach Fitzpatrick drew up there in the huddle worked out great as Hoyer gets the kill for the Bulldogs. Now the score's 12-9, Adrian College trailing. As Gula will serve it away. That serve in play. Has set up on the outside, but unable to get the kill is Siena Heights. And this time Miller's shot is blocked. And Wen's shot is blocked. Great job on defense by Siena. Adrian still keeping alive, though. And a good block on the outside. Great rally between these two teams. Eventually the shot too far. And so now Adrian College within 2 points, 12-10.
Yes, that was great. Shevin was all over the net on that. He was getting great touches for Siena. A great dig from the libero on Siena's side. Unfortunate error at the end.
Score is 12-10. Adrian College trailing. Has a great hit on the outside by Siena Heights. Bryce Johnson. Point goes to Siena, 13-10. Gomez will serve it away for the Saints. The 3-point lead. Gets a good strong toss, and the serve is going to be in play, and that's going to be an ace for Siena Heights. A little miscommunication there between Hoyer and Rembulat. 14-10 is the score. Gomez will serve it for Siena. 14-10 score. And that's going to be a point for Wenz as he just kind of throws it off the body of the Saints defender, making it 14-11. Checking in to serve, Samuel Williams, as he does each time around in the rotation.
I think you see the setter and Wentz just continue to try and work through this. Wentz is doing a great job as a leader to help him work through it. So it's great when you have a teammate that works for you. Because it is frustrating when you're not necessarily getting the set that you want. So it's great that he is really helping this freshman setter work through all of this.
Yeah, 15-11 is the score after the Siena Heights point. Now back to serve is Jack Prankus. His serve is in play. Good recovery there as Curley able to get the point. Did not look great for the Bulldogs, but they made something out of nothing, making the score 15-11.
Yeah, I mean, that right there is a hard ball to fix. And I know that's one that I usually am like, what do you do there? But he did a good job pushing through.
Curley's serve is very short. Siena Heights gets the kill there on the outside, and we're starting to see Garavalla kind of take control of this match. 16-12, Siena Heights. Now back to serve for the Saints, Nathan Lee. He is a 5'9" sophomore. His serve towards the back row. Now Hoyer gets the set, but a good recovery by Siena. Now Garavalla does not keep that one in play. Adrian College gets the point and back within 3. Now checking in for the Saints is Joe Povamiro, the libero. One serve, low and flat. And a good effort there by Curley to set up Hoyer here. Now Siena with the opportunity on the outside. Garavalis this time he adjusts and keeps it in play. 17-13 Siena Heights in the second set.
Yeah, and Curley was ready for that. Keegan definitely tried to see if he could get something going on the second ball, and Curley read it right and kept the Bulldogs in it.
And that one looked like it was caught, but we're going to keep playing here as Siena Heights gets the ball over the net. Now the set for Gula gets the point for Adrian College, and they just cannot get past that 3-point deficit. 17-14 now, Siena Heights out on top.
Yeah, this serve is important.
Back there serving is Garish. His serve in play. And Siena able to just kind of get a little touch shot over the net and gets the point again, 18-14. Checking in for Siena, number 5, Bryce Johnson. He'll come in for Prankus. As Garavalla will serve it over for Siena Heights. A little discussion between the official and Coach Fitzpatrick for Adrian College. And they're having a bit of a big disagreement. And the players are being a little distracting, talking about what the player's doing with the ball. And
yellow card? I didn't.
What was the call?
Timeout.
Timeout, okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Right now the score 18-14, Siena Heights out on top. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Welcome back to Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. 18-14, Siena Heights out on top of the Adrian College Bulldogs in men's volleyball action. Siena Heights 0-1 overall, Adrian College 2-3 overall, and 2-2 in conference play. But it's Siena Heights coming in with the serve out of the timeout and a 4-point lead. these points start to get very critical here. Only 7 points needed for the Saints to get to that 25 number to even this at 1 set apiece.
Yeah, I think when you're approaching point 20, it's game time, right? Like, this is when you got to clean up those errors.
Serve from Garavalla is in play. And Garwish has to make an adjustment. Miller able to adjust as well in midair, and they get a big point to make it a 3-point set. Now they get one of their best servers, Chase Hoyer, back there to try to change the momentum. 18-15. His serve, very strong in the back row, but Siena unable to capitalize. Point goes to the Bulldogs, and now they're within 2. They get across that 3-point plateau that they couldn't get past. Now it's 18-16 with Hoyer with the serve.
Yeah, and that was a good in-system pass by the libero for Siena. Just unfortunate, the hitting error that happened. I mean, Joe's doing a great job. So actually, the Saints lost an All-American libero last year, Emilio De Jesus, and he was a great player for the Saints. So I'm very impressed with the replacement that they have for him, because that's a huge loss. When we were talking about the losses of these two teams, that's a big one from last year for the Saints.
Yeah, and Adrian College lost their Conference Player of the Year last year as well. So just trying to fill in some of these spots. You see a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores on these two teams, and just trying to build some programs between the two. One nice thing, not a long drive for the Saints here tonight. We got an 8 o'clock tip-off start, serve, whatever you want to call it. 8 o'clock start, and so not too late of a night for these two teams, and they have to turn around and get ready to go for the rest of their season on a late Saturday night contest like this. So 18-16 is the score as we come out of the timeout. Adrian College will have the serve as Chase Hoyer, wearing number 48, with the serve. They're trailing by 2, but they won the first set, 25-20. We mentioned earlier, there's no fans in the stand right now, just
about 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, just volleyball players pretty much right now. Now Adrian College with a prime opportunity to get within 1. The set, the hit, but good tip at the line or at the net by Siena, and now Adrian College still with it. And what's the call here? As Coach Fitzpatrick not thrilled with that. And we're going to get a discussion between the officials here.
Yeah, I think Curley went up to try and save that, and he may have either been in the net or used something to assist him up. I'm not sure. From this view for us, it's not a great.
No, it's not. So we're going to see where the point goes here. And
replay. Good choice.
We're going to say it's replay. Is that what?
Yep, we're going to replay the point. Usually that happens when the refs have the opposite call. So I'm sure one of the refs made the call. The other one probably had a better angle at it. So replay.
Could be like an inadvertent whistle or something like that as well.
Yep.
Where they blow a whistle too early. And
yeah, and if the down ref would have made that call, but the up ref has a better view, then he can overrule.
And now Siena Heights. That is Keegan Crawford having a discussion with the official. We got a little bit of a lull in the action here. 18-16, Adrian College trails Siena. This is a really critical point in this match too, so I can see why both teams are, fighting this one a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a momentum changer. We talked a lot about how letting the officials affect the game and getting, too caught up in a bad call can be an issue. So, especially at a score like this, we want to see the players play above that.
So we're going to get a reserve here for Adrian College. They trail 18-16. Hoyer will serve it for the Bulldogs. This one's going to be strong to the back row. Set up on the outside. Just a tip shot, and we're going to say into the net by Adrian College. Point goes to Siena.
Yep, that was also a good read. So, I mean, in the net or that counting as a kill.
19-16 Siena with the serve. This one in play. Set up on the outside for Miller, and it's blocked, and Siena's taking control of this second set. 20-16 score. now. 5 points away.
Yep, and I mean it is. It's little things, right? That was a huge block. That's a huge block. Momentum. Now we are back to serve again for the Saints, and we'll see what happens. Got to have a good pass here.
Serve over the net. Set up it by Garish.
There we go.
And that's going to be wide on the outside by Gula. Point goes to Siena Heights.
Sometimes when you come in at an angle on that, you don't give yourself enough court to score, and I think that's what we saw there.
(21-16) as that one's going to be a kill for Miller. 21-17, so it's not over yet here in the second set. Plenty of time back there to serve Tedrick Gula. Gula's serve goes over the net into the back row. Siena Heights with another good opportunity, and that'll be a kill at the net by Blades.
Yep, that was a good insistent ball by Siena. I mean, your best passes, you wanna set the middle, so that's right there executed well.
22-17 is the score. Here comes the serve from Gomez, and that one's in play. Good job by Hoyer in the back row. Curley now doesn't quite get all of it on the outside. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Good recovery by Siena Heights. And just enough by Garavalla there. Point goes to Siena Heights, making it 23-17.
That's all hang time. You got to make a choice in the air to try and fix that, because you can get called for a back row attack.
23-17 is the score. Gomez will serve it to the Bulldogs. And that one just gets a piece of the net, but it is in play. That one will be a point for Wenz. Adrian College back within 5, 23-18. Checking in to serve. It's Williams. 5-point advantage for Siena Heights here in the second set. And this one goes into the net. Point goes to Siena Heights.
Yep, that's a tough miss right there. That's a tough miss. So set point here for the Saints.
Yeah, back serving Jack Prankus for the Saints. And his serve over the net. Set up in the middle for Wenz. Just kind of gets a left hand on it. Garavalla ends it for the second set, 25-18. Siena Heights bounces back after losing the first set. So we got a tie ball game here at Maryland Sport and Fitness Center, one set apiece between Siena Heights and Adrian College. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on Adrian College television.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to our coverage of men's volleyball at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Adrian College falls in the second set to the Siena Heights Saints. We're tied one set apiece. Jenny, What happened there in the second set to the Bulldogs?
Well, the Saints flipped the offense around completely. The Saints were hitting 370 in that match as opposed to only hitting 88 in the first. So that's a big difference for the Saints. But Adrian wasn't behind. Adrian hit 276. That's a great number as well. So as far as, team comparisons go, we're up to 8 service errors for the Saints and 7 for the Bulldogs. Again, we talked last time. There's a handful of points right there. The blocking is 4 for the Bulldogs and 2 for the Saints, but there's a lot of great touches out there that I think is making hitters adjust how they're swinging. We're seeing a lot of out of system shots. We're seeing a lot of off speed shots. So you got to be able to answer back.
Yeah, and you had mentioned, I believe earlier, that the 2 matches last season, or the last 2 times, that these went 5 sets as well. So
yes, yep.
This is not unfamiliar territory to be kind of back and forth between these 2 teams.
Yeah, and I believe that they both won on each other's home courts, if I wrote that down right. Yeah, at Adrian, Siena won, and at Siena, Adrian won last year, so...
And it seemed like there in those first 2 sets, the team that really took control of the set never really lost control and kind of cruised to the end there. I know the first set was 25-20, second set 25-18, but both teams kind of ran their respective sets and never really were in doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you saw the side of the court that was in control for sure.
So we get ready to go here in the third set as the Bulldogs be on the right, Siena Heights on the left. Right now, again, Siena Heights won the second set 25-18 after Adrian College won the first set 25-20. Back to serve for the Bulldogs will be Shane Wenz. Wenz rocking the man bun. Serves it over the net. Sets up Siena Heights. They kind of get a little miscommunication there. And now Gula gets set up and gets the kill for the Bulldogs. Good start. 1-0 Adrian College.
It's crazy to see, and again, this happens on every single team, but Gula and the setter, Andrew, have been connecting really well in the middle. But on the opposite of that, Wentz and Andrew have not necessarily been linking up, and that happens. It absolutely happens.
So what do they do to kind of correct that?
It's just more reps in the gym together and more communication. But I've always been told that setters do kind of get this some little bit in their head where they just have a hard time setting a certain player. So I've heard that from multiple setters. So that could just be the issue right now.
2-1 Adrian College. They have the serve as Garsh's serve in play. Set up on the outside for Gomez is beautifully done. Point Saints, 2-2 is the score. Unable to receive that one was Garish. Now serving for the Saints, number 7, Jacob Pickett, the sophomore out of Carmel, Indiana. The serve in play. Garsh is set for Hoyer. Is tipped and in play. Point Adrian College. Kill belongs to Chase Hoyer. You can definitely tell they're trying to set up Hoyer as much as they can, as he is the leading man with kills so far in this early season for Adrian College. His serve is strong here, and he's going to get an ace for that one as well. 4-2 now, Adrian College out on top. Hoyer will serve it again.
Yeah, Hoyer has a very important position as a freshman, and it's exciting when you see a freshman get to do so much.
That's about as close to being in as possible for a shot that goes long. As the point, another service error for the Bulldogs. Point goes to Siena Heights. Now Gomez will serve it back. Always fun when these two go back-to-back serving.
Mm-hmm. It is.
As Gomez serve is in play.
Good pass out of Curley.
And Curley gets the ball back, and a good receive by the libero for Siena Heights. Now Hoyer with the dig. Set up for Curley again, and this time
going down the line again.
Yep. And this time in the middle, getting the kill is Bryce Johnson, And that was all because of the great defense on the back row from Kevin Gomez. He took one, I think, off the face defensively.
It was pretty close. It was that ball from Curley down the line.
4-4 is the score. As you could tell, that one worked out good.
Yes,
But you
it
could
did.
tell Gomez didn't set himself up right on that one. It was a little long. And it hit so much power, it hits the net and falls over.
Those are your favorite ones right there.
5-4, Gomez with the serve and the lead for Siena Heights. And that one's going to go wide left.
Yeah, arm dropped a little bit on that.
I think he kind of earned that one for the little lucky bounce he got with the one before that.
Mm-hmm.
Now back serving is Tedrick Gula, the junior. 5-5 is the score. His serve in play. Nice light serve.
Oh.
And coming in there from aggressively was Blades, but they were a little out of position there, and the Bulldogs kind of took advantage of it.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a very smart play by the Bulldogs. Miscommunication. They didn't get to their positions well, and I would have set the middle too.
6-5 is the score. Gula serve in play again. That one's set up for Blades. Good block by Adrian College. Now on the outside for Curley. Curley's shot is blocked and it goes out of bounds. Point goes to Adrian College, and they got a 2-point lead here in the third set.
I believe Curley's leading the kills for the Bulldogs. I'm going to check that right now. He's definitely hitting smart, I will say that. Curley is. He has 6 kills, and Colby Miller also has 6 kills.
And that's going to be long there from the Bulldogs. Another service error. Point goes to Siena Heights. Checking in for the Saints, number 18, Jack Prankus. Serve in play. Set up for Wenz, and that one, another one. Didn't quite work out for the Bulldogs. Point goes to Siena Heights. 7-7 is the score. Prankus will serve it for the Saints. That one's going to be long, but it is in play. Now Adrian College. Curley with an opportunity. Dug out by the Saints.
Good dig.
Hoyer with the dig. And now Curley just got to get over the net, and he does. Now the setup for Blades. That one's going to be in play. Point Siena Heights as they take the lead 8-7.
Yep, and that's great volleyball right there, right? Out of system coming from Adrian. Adrian had to better the ball, sent over a free ball, and got it in system, got a full swing out of the middle, Chevin Blades.
Prankus will serve again. That one just gets over the net. 8-7, set up on the outside for Curley. Curley's shot is long. 2-point lead for the Saints, 9-7. Prankus with about 4 points in a row here for the Saints. He serves from way back. That one nearly a point for the Saints, but they recover, the Bulldogs do. Great
Good
job by
fix out
Curley
of
to
that.
keep it in play. But it's not enough as Garavalla gets a kill. Another point for the Saints, 10-7, as they've gone on a bit of a run here.
Yeah, I mean, again, those kills, they give you energy. They make you ready for the next play, and once you get in rhythm, you keep producing.
Prankus will serve again from the out-of-bounds line for basketball. That time one shot is blocked, goes out of bounds, and Wenz finally gets on the board with a kill there.
Yeah, so Jack serves a float serve. The further back that he serves, the more movement once it crosses the net. So that's one of the reasons why Jack serves so far back.
It's like a knuckleball, kind of.
Yes.
This time another service error for the Bulldogs, and they're just not having it this set so far. 11-8 is the score. Checking in for Adrian College, number 15, Samuel Williams.
Yeah, right now offense is there. Both teams are hitting 300 or above. I mean, these missed serves are really the momentum that's...
Nathan Lee's serve in play. That time, Garish just does what he can with it. Same thing with the setter for the Siena Heights Saints. That shot's blocked. Wenz gets another kill. Point goes to Adrian College. Oh, we're going to get another discussion here between the two. We might get another reserve here.
We might. That was a great pickup by the Bulldog libero, Jacob. He was ready for Keegan's second ball to come over and ran right through it and picked it up. I mean, that's it's a challenge, right? That a setter will check to see if people are ready for it. And now it'll challenge Keegan to find a different spot on the court, or Keegan will set his hitters.
Yeah, anything's better than the 25 to 30 minute delay we had on Sunday with a substitution or rotation error.
Yeah, and the book got messed up. Whew, I don't even know. I told my mom after, I was like, I don't know if the rotation call was wrong at the first point, and then that messed the book up, and then I don't know, but that took a lot of time to figure out.
And this time, I do believe they're giving Siena Heights the point here. I'm not really quite sure what happened, or...
Let's see. I want to say there was a touch involved, but let's see what emotions.
And they're going to give it to the Bulldogs. So the score is 11-9. Adrian College trails. Back to serve is Curley. Kevin Curley, the grad student, 6'1", out of Zion, Illinois, Zion Benton Township High School. And here is his serve in play. Set up on the outside for Garavalla. Couldn't be done much better than that by the Saints.
Yeah, that was a great swing. Spot was wide open on the court.
12-9 score. Now back to serve.
I'm going to assume Keegan will be pretty aggressive with this serve.
Keegan Crawford. As he does get a lot of air on it. Good downward spin. Adrian College with the opportunity there. Hoyer has to hung up in the air just to get it over the net. Set up on the outside, and that time Garavalla doesn't get much of it. Point goes to the Bulldogs.
Those are the worst. He saw it wide open, made a choice, and it just was a little short.
So Wenz will serve it. In play. Good recovery by Crawford. And that one's going to be a kill on the outside for Gomez. 13-10. Siena Heights with the lead. Garavalla will get the serve opportunity here, as Bryce Johnson checks back in for the Saints. Garavalla's serve in play. The shot is blocked at the net by the Saints. Now the setup in the back row for Garavalla, and we're going to get Adrian College touching the net. Point goes to the Saints. 14-10.
Yeah, we're seeing momentum shift, right? I mean, like we talked in the last set, Siena pretty much kept the tempo and kept the pace, and they're doing it again.
14-10, the set on the outside for Hoyer. Good recovery by the Saints, and just able to get it over the net. Now the opportunity's there for the Bulldogs. Garavalla hit in play. Good job by the libero, Rembulat. And now Curley just got to get over the net.
Yep, sending a free ball over, so we'll see what happens.
Good block at the net by Hoyer.
Great pickup by the libero.
And that's going to be a kill on the outside for Gomez as the Saints are starting to heat up. Up by 5 here in the third set after winning the second set.
Yeah, the offense is picking them up right now.
Garavalla will serve it. That one's in play. Bulldogs need a point here. And Gula just about gets one for him. Now we're getting a battle at the net. And we're going to get a decision there. They're going to give it to Adrian College, as Siena thought that Adrian touched it last. So it's 15-11. Samuel Williams will serve it away for Adrian College. Or I should say Garish will serve it. Samuel Williams checks out of the ball game. Now we're getting another discussion. the officials. Serve in play. On the outside. That shot is hit strong by number 5, Bryce Johnson. Point goes to Siena Heights.
You know, those are the hardest to play out of the net or out of the block. I don't think the block heard anything behind them, therefore they didn't know it was right over their head. That was a great up by the block. That's a playable ball to get another someone swinging at the next one.
16-11 is the score. And back to serve for Siena Heights. A little low serve. And we're going to get another net call. Point goes to the Saints. Up by 6 now, 17-11.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, he had a great save on that, but couldn't stop himself from going under the net. So another unforced error.
Serve on the way for the Saints.
Gonna be out of system.
Set up for Miller. Now the Saints with an opportunity here. On the outside, that one's going to be blocked out of bounds. Point goes to Siena Heights, 18-11 score.
Gonna assume we're gonna get a timeout for the Bulldogs here shortly, maybe to stop the momentum a little bit.
Another serve on the way, coming for Jacob Pickett. This one's gonna be a short serve, and Blades tries to kill it, but the Bulldogs recover here. Hoyer's shot is hit and killed. Point, big point for Adrian College there.
Yeah, he was ready to get that one. He wanted to get back there and get some serves rolling. So that was a great swing. Way to tool that block.
18-12 is the score. Good strong serve on the outside by Hoyer. Set up in the middle for Garavalla. Great recovery. Now set up for Miller. That one's cross court. Siena with the opportunity. Hoyer with the dig. Set up on the outside for Curley. Curley cannot get enough of it. Point to the Saints, 19-12.
Hey, that was a great rally out of both teams. Had some nice swings out of system and then some great digs.
Gomez will serve it away. 7-point lead for the Saints. And this one's going to be a strong serve in the back row. Rembulat receives it. Set in the outside, and that one's going to be too strong, coming from Colby Miller. 20-12. Siena Heights running away with this third set. Now Gomez will serve it away again for Siena Heights. As he gets a lot on that one as well. Rembulat with the
Great
receive.
pass.
And that one's going to be a big-time hit by Tedrick Gula. Point goes to Adrian College.
And again, Gula is connecting well. I mean, that was a perfect pass out of Jacob as well to make that happen. So
Wenz checks back in for Adrian College. Serve on its way. Here's the shot from Blade. Gets a lot of that one, and it's 21-13. Blades have been working his way for that one. He's been up at the net quite a bit. That one was set up perfectly to give them the 8-point lead.
absolutely. The middles do a lot. They have to cover side to side for the net to block, then they have to transition and be available, and sometimes they're just in the way because the pass isn't perfect.
A short serve for Adrian College. And that one set up for Wenz. Wenz gets the kill. 21-14 is the score. Heading back to serve is going to be, looks like Samuel Williams checking back in. See if they can get a last-minute run here in the third set. 1-1 apiece between the two teams thus far on Saturday night. Set on the outside. And that's been a play that's worked all night long, that outside set to Garavalla and the cross-court spike. It's worked almost every time.
Alex has a very high touch. Sometimes the block isn't even an issue for him, as we can see there. I mean, he was able to hit the 5 zone in that deep corner, and it wasn't touchable.
22-14, the set on the outside. Curley gets the kill this time.
Good answer back by Curley on that swing.
22-15. Adrian College just trying to hang on here in the third set. Curley will serve it away after getting the kill. That one's going to be a short serve. And Siena Heights nearly gets a point there, but
Good
they do not.
by Curley.
Now, Siena set up for Garavella. That shot's blocked out of bounds. Point to the Saints, 23-15. So now back to serve for Siena Heights. Number 3, Keegan Crawford, the setter. 6-foot senior from Columbus, Ohio. One of the best cities in the country.
Some people would think that.
As Hoyer hits it over the net. This one set up nicely. Great play there from number 7, Jacob Pickett. And now the Saints 1 point away from taking a 2-1 set advantage.
That was great placement. A little bit of a scramble play on Saints' side. See an opening and got the point.
Crawford serve it away for Siena Heights. And that's just, they say it's in. This guy says it's in, but the refs on the outside say it's out, so it's going to be a point going to Adrian College.
And that's your okay aggressive miss, right? I mean, serving for set point, up by a pretty big margin.
And that's going to stay in bounds. Great job by Adrian College to keep this one alive. Now they still have a recovery here as Hoyer's going to get it over the net. Set on the outside there. Gomez just gets enough of it, but he does get enough to get the point, and that'll do it. 25-16. Siena Heights comes out on top. We do have an injury on the floor, actually. It looks like that is Jack Prankus. We'll go ahead and take a timeout while they take a look at him. This is the third set, I should say, goes to Siena Heights. They lead 2-1. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. That was Jack Prankus getting helped off the floor. He's being evaluated by the trainers at the end of that third set victory for the Siena Heights Saints. 25-16 as they go up 2-1 in full control of this match. What's changed since that first set victory for the Bulldogs?
Saints have a great offense going right now. 2 errors on kills. Or hit 2 hitting errors on the last set. So Saints hit over 400, but the Bulldogs were over 200, almost 300. So hitting is pretty comparable, but I feel, again, in people that are watching, you see a lot more aggressive options out of Siena than you necessarily see out of the Adrian side, and I think that gets the momentum going because you're setting multiple people are getting kills, and so the momentum's happening. We're over on the Bulldogs side. We haven't really seen, any like really, really, really outstanding kills that get the momentum flowing for the Bulldogs. I definitely think the Bulldogs are a different team than what we saw on Sunday, though. Yeah,
they've shown a lot of fight, and that last set you can kind of throw out. The first 2 sets it was pretty even between the two. Be interested to see if the Bulldogs can bounce back this last set because they did not look quite the same there in that third set, but you got to expect them to try to get out to an early lead.
Yeah, and it's a tempo thing, like you said. I mean, we saw the Bulldogs come out in set one and get ahead, stay ahead, 2-3 points each time, and they set the tempo. And for the last 2 sets, you've seen Siena do the same. So definitely got to be able to close runs. Runs are not a crucial or a killer thing to happen in this game. It's just being able to stop them and work your way back in before the run gets too big.
So right now, Adrian College traveling 2-1 after winning that first set 25-20. They lost 25, I believe it was 19 and 25-16. My director, Matt Kibbe, says it's 25-18, 25-16. Thank you, Matt. Also, big thank you to Matt for toughening this one out. We got a small crew tonight. Jenny Carlson standing by me. I'm Jay Hanna, your play-by-play man. And as I said, Matt Kibbe directing tonight. Serve coming from Keegan Crawford. As the Saints look to build on that third set victory. Right there, now they have the opportunity. Trying to get set is Crawford on the outside. Garavalla gets the kill, and it's the same old story there for the Saints with that outside hit.
Yeah, I mean, great pass, pretty good start. Obviously, the Bulldogs hit into the block, but they were able to get a second chance at it, so just got to put it away.
Crawford serves, strong one in play for the ace. 2-0, Siena Heights out on top. A little miscommunication in the back row by the Bulldogs there.
Great placement. I mean, you have the libero standing on the line, and that ball fell right by him.
2-0 Siena Heights, 2-1 set advantage. Another good strong serve from Crawford. But this time, Gula gets it, and it's too wide, point to the Saints.
Again, that's that angle we kind of talked about. You know, the volleyball game has a lot of mathematics to it as well, and you got to give yourself enough court to swing at.
This serve on the way for Crawford. And a nice little set placement there by Garish, but the Saints. Garish sets on the outside for Hoyer. Hoyer's shot too strong. Point, Siena Heights 4-0. And I mean, that's about like 10 or 11 of the last 12 points going to the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you're going to see a little bit of like the frustration from the Bulldogs. Hence, I mean, Chase was going hard at that ball. He just was a little behind it. His arm was behind it. Therefore, the ball went out. But I think you get to see that frustration, and they want to put the ball down. I mean, there you go. There's a fix.
That time Hoyer gets under it, or over it, I should say, and gets it down. 4-1 now. Adrian College gets the serve back. Garish will serve as Colby Miller checks back in for Adrian College. For the libero. Miller serve in play. Really nice dig there for Wenz. And Siena Heights with the block. Now the Bulldogs unable to capitalize. Now we're just kind of, and we're still going here. And that time, what a play by Siena Heights. Alex Garavalla there. As it looked like they didn't stand a chance with that rally.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you think, oh, it was done, it was in the net, and just keep playing. I mean, that's a huge thing. Just keep playing. And actually, right now, Wentz is playing 6 rotations.
Yeah.
He is a middle. Middles don't pass that well usually. I'm very impressed.
Point goes to the Bulldogs, 5-2. Hoyer will serve. Trying to change the momentum here for the Bulldogs. They trail 2-1. Hoyer serve. It's received. Good effort by Crawford there to set up Garavalla. Now it's Miller. Tries the light hit. Great hit on the outside by Gomez. Point, Siena Heights.
That was a great cut shot. He hit the spot perfect.
Gomez definitely a power player for the Siena Heights Saints.
Yes, I actually do remember when he came. He came at semester, and he came from Columbia, I believe, and there was a lot of trying to get him from the airport and all of that type of stuff. Siena does have quite a few international players, so it was different to learn, you know, all the different cultures.
Yeah, Kevin Gomez from La Estrella, Colombia, 6-foot senior, 7-2. Definitely been a major part of the Siena Heights offense today and this season. 7-3 now is the score. The point goes to the Bulldogs that time. Back to serve, Gula. Ted Gula's serve is a good, strong serve, but Crawford with a set opportunity. Set up perfectly on the outside for Bryce Johnson, who gets another kill. And, yeah, I mean, really, Keegan Crawford is playing a great match.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to connect with his hitters for sure. I think we're seeing such a clean offense. I mean, these hits aren't really getting any touches on the blocks, and therefore they're scoring.
Well, we talked a little bit about this on Sunday. You know, you have a freshman setter for Adrian College, a few freshman hitters, and then you look at the Siena Heights side of things. You have a senior setter and, you know, 3 senior hitters. So these guys that have been working together, you know, for several years to build up that chemistry.
Yeah, and a lot of them play together. I mean, both sides. A lot of them play together all in the summer. A lot of them you'll see on the beach courts. So you're going to have that chemistry.
Crawford set on the outside again. Beautifully done, but a great job digging that out by the Bulldogs. Now Crawford's just going to hit it back on the other side, and he gets the kill, and that was perfectly timed by him. 9-4, Siena Heights.
Yeah, and that's definitely when Keegan needs to step up and have some offense, he definitely will do that as well.
Bryce Johnson with the serve. Set up by Garish for Curley, and Siena going to hit it 4 times. Point goes to the Bulldogs. 9-5 is the score.
I think it'd be great to have a conversation with Curley and Wentz and just see, you know, as graduate students, as players who've, you know, been on the team for 4-5 years. I assume they both came as freshmen. To just see how they've been working their leadership skills. Like I told you, Wentz has been playing awesome in the front row, trying to connect with the setter. You can see that they're not always on as far as connecting, but I'm assuming that these guys are really doing a lot trying to continue to build the culture of the volleyball program.
That point goes to Garavalla and Siena Heights. 10-6 is the score as the Bulldogs made their first, I think that was their first 2 consecutive points of the 4th set. They trailed 2-1. The Saints with that lead and the serve here. That one set up on the outside for Hoyer. Hoyer's shot's blocked, and it'll go to the Bulldogs. 10-7. Adrian College hanging around here in the 4th set. Wenz will get the serve.
I honestly can't wait to see him by the end of the season. He still continues to impress me. He is strong.
This one's set up. And it's going to be a kill for Gula, and it's 10-8. Adrian College on a bit of a run here. And Siena Heights realizes it, so they're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll keep things right here. The score 10-8. Siena Heights leads Adrian College in this 4th set. What do you think Adrian College talking about in their huddle today?
So obviously they're still coming from behind, so they can still play aggressive ball because we're still so early in the beginning of this set. But I think they also need to capitalize and get back in the set. So point 9 will be very important for the Bulldogs, because if it's not, then there's going to have that 3-point break again. So I think that's one big thing we have to see coming out of this timeout. And like I said last time, you know, this is maybe a coach's point, right? Is this a good timeout call for the Saints or not?
10-8 is the score. Siena Heights leads this match 2-1. They won the last 2 sets after Adrian College won the 1st set. So we'll see how Adrian College reacts out of this timeout after getting the last couple points to get within 2. The 2 teams come back out on the floor here at the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts at Adrian College TV, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Megan Abbey not here shooting any TikToks, but she is our TikTok expert. And Matthew Kibbe also big time on the social media. So 10-8 is the score. Adrian College will get the serve. It will be I believe Wenz with the serve, yes, as he heads back there. Wen's serve is strong, but it's in play. Set up for Garavalla, and Siena Heights now again with him, and he doesn't get enough of it. Point Adrian College, and now they're within 1.
And that's what they needed to do. Alex had a big swing, went into a block, wanted to adjust, and the adjust just didn't work out for him.
That serve's strong. Another service error for the Bulldogs. Point Siena Heights. They're up by 2 now, 11-9. Heading back to serve, Keegan Crawford, the setter for the Saints.
And this is who started their 4-point run at the beginning of the match. So,
and his serve is good and strong, but just enough on that one to get over the net for the Bulldogs. That one's a good, strong hit and a good recovery by the Bulldogs. Hoyer's shot's blocked. Point to the Saints, 12-9 is the score.
Yeah, looked like a little confusion on the court right there. I think you just got to be a little bit louder communicating, which we discussed this last game too. I can't imagine playing with a mask right now.
Definitely taking some practice for some of these athletes. As this one's set up for Hoyer. Hoyer has the hang up in the air, can't get enough on it. So now Garavalla's shot is blocked.
Great block. Great block out of the Bulldogs on that. I mean, Alex has had a lot of the momentum on the team, so that should make the Bulldogs feel good going into this serve. And
serve on the way for Garish. Set for Gomez, and a great dig in the back row by Curley. Now Hoyer's shot is blocked. Curley recovers. Wen's shot is going to be too far. Point. Siena Heights, 13-10. Heading back there to serve, Garavalla. Set up on the outside for Miller. That shot's blocked. 14-10 is the score.
Yeah, they were waiting on that. Miller took an inside set, which normally is to kind of throw the block off, and they were sitting on it. So good read by the Saints.
Garavalla will serve. This is set up on the outside for Hoyer. And good recovery by, it's going to go out of bounds. As the point goes to Adrian College. Siena Heights nearly got that one to stay in, 14-11.
Yeah, and here, this is where we got to start closing that gap. I mean, we talked about the runs, and they're not necessarily that crucial, but right here, this is a big momentum point.
Hoyer's just gets enough. He hits the net. Set up on the middle for Garavalla. Great job with the mixed direction shot there. The point goes to the Saints, 15-11.
Yeah, I believe Alex is leading the entire match with kills. He has 18 kills.
Yeah, and entering he had in last night's match he had 17. So right around that average there. This time, the set from Crawford on the middle for Garavalla, dug out in the back row by Garish. Bulldogs get it over the net. Set up for Gomez. Gomez does not get enough of that one, or I should say he got too much of it, and the point goes to Adrian College. 15-12 is the score. Back there to serve for Adrian College, Tedrick Gula. 3-point deficit the Bulldogs face here at the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. The serve going to be well long as that one nearly goes through the doors. 16-12. That would seem like maybe a little frustration serve as well.
I think so too. Although Gula is leading the Bulldogs in kills right now with 9, so he is off the offensive threat.
16-12, here's the serve from Gomez. That time he tries to place it, but it goes wide. Point Adrian College, 16-13, and that lead has not been able to extend past 4 points, so the Bulldogs are right there in it.
Absolutely, and this is where, it's very crucial to now close that gap. You need to stay within 2 or within 1, and that missed serve, that's the second one from the Bulldogs in a row.
Yeah, second straight missed serve, as you mentioned. Point Siena Heights, 17-13, 8 points away from victory tonight are the Saints. Here's the serve. That one's in play. As Wenz gets the set. This time down the back row there. That one's going to be too strong from Bryce Johnson. Adrian College gets the point, 17-14. We're just exchanging points back and forth right now.
Absolutely.
Curley will serve for Adrian College. His serve in play. Crawford on the backside for Garavalla. Now Adrian College with the opportunity. That shot's blocked out of bounds, and now the Bulldogs within 2.
That's off Chevin's head, by the way. That was not hands. That was a block off of Chevin's head.
17-15. Curley will serve it away for Adrian College. Set from Crawford on the outside for Garavalla. That shot's blocked out of bounds, and that was the point Siena Heights needed. 18-15.
Absolutely. Again, this is that part. They have to get this lead within 1 or 2 and stay with them to build the momentum into the finish of this
You always
set.
talk about that crossing of 20, 21, 22 as being the biggest points of each set.
Absolutely. I mean, when you see 18-19, it's obviously not game over, but it's close. I mean, there's only so many more points to score.
That was a great block in the front row by Siena Heights to make it 19-15. Siena Heights now 6 points away from victory over the Bulldogs. 2-1 they lead after Adrian College won the first set of the night. The set over in play. Wentz, Garish unable to connect there. Point goes to Siena Heights, and it looks like Adrian College is going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick 30-second timeout as well. 20-15, the Saints right now here in the 4th set. This is men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back to Adrian College men's volleyball coverage on the Adrian College television network, I guess, sort of, on YouTube, whatever you want to talk about. ACTV, be sure to follow us at Adrian College TV, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and whatever other made-up social media you can think of. You'll find Adrian College TV. So, 20-15 is the score. Siena Heights with the serve after the Adrian College timeout. They are 5 points away from victory. As getting ready to serve it over the net, Nathan Lee, as that's exactly what he does. Garish with a set for Hoyer. Unable to get it over the net. Point Siena Heights, 21-15 is the score.
Yeah, and I mean, Hoyer took a great approach. I mean, he was going hard. You can see the frustration on him right now.
21-15. Lee serve. Set up on the backside for Wenz. Wenz gets the kill this time. Point Adrian College, 21-16.
Wentz is getting my votes for Bulldog of the game right now. A middle playing 6 rotations, you do not see that. He's swinging on the opposite side, he's in the middle, and there's an ace for him.
Yes.
So
that was one thing they really needed right there. 21-17, as there's still a little cling of life here for the Bulldogs, trailing 2-1. Late here in the 4th. When serve in play, Crawford sets on the outside. Garavalla with a nice light hit. Now Adrian College just got to simply get it over the net. Crawford set. That one's blocked. Point. Oh, what a great effort.
Hustle.
Siena Heights
Adrian,
keeps things
go
alive.
fast.
Another great play by the libero, and unable to get the point there. What great effort there from Siena Heights. That was Joe Povamiro hustling all over the floor, and the Bulldogs end up getting the point, but it was a hard-earned one.
Absolutely. I think that is exactly what a libero loves to do.
21-18. Siena Heights. Garavalla, what a great placed hit there, and that's a frustrating, kind of deflating play there that could end the Bulldogs' hopes. 22-18.
And Alex is coming out of a frustration from a blocked ball and simply place it. Now he has the momentum. He scored a kill, and he can move forward.
And Curley hits it over the net. Now Siena Heights with the opportunity. Crawford with a little set. Great effort by Wenz. And now Hoyer, shot blocked. Point Saints, 23-18 is the score. 2 points away. Crawford will serve it for Siena Heights. And we're going to get another timeout for Adrian College. We'll go ahead and keep things right here. Again, 23-18. Adrian College just trying to build here these last couple points, find something positive before their next match.
Yeah, I mean, and with that, they're out of system, right? So bettering a ball is not always the option that they have. Chase is out there. He's not having a lot of different set options because the ball is out of system. Normally, when a block's set up on you, you change up the tempo, you change up the location. So they just, without being in system on some of these second balls, he's not able to try and adjust himself, and he can do the best he can. So that's a big thing for them. And you see the momentum and the excitement out of Siena when they do score, and they take that into the next point. Adrian does get a little excited, but sometimes you have to fake it till you make it, and really like that. The ace out of Wentz was a point, and we should have capitalized and been very excited on that and tried to get the next point. And yeah, it wasn't a kill that bounced to the ceiling, but it was still getting them back in the game. So I think, again, more games, more practice, and the Bulldogs are going to bring it together.
Yeah, we got a long season still to go here. These two teams were supposed to play earlier in the year, I believe, and it was postponed. So, obviously these two teams, not big fans of each other, but good competitive contest as Crawford serve in play. Garwer sets up the backside Gula, another block, and really, especially these last two sets, Siena Heights has just controlled the net, and that's been the difference.
Yep. I mean, that was a good run out of Gula. We haven't seen anyone really. The middles go behind the setter, so you might as well try and change things up.
Match point for the Bulldogs, for the Saints, 24-18. Crawford serve. Received, set up for Hoyer. Hoyer shot blocked, but in play. Point Bulldogs, 24-19. So now heading back to serve is Garish. 24-19, match point, Siena Heights. Serve, long, set up beautifully for the, and that's gonna be still in play. Wenz tries to place in the back row. Now Crawford sets up, that ball's tipped. Great effort by Curley in the back row.
Yes.
Good rally going here. The set on the outside for Gomez. Gomez gets his shot blocked.
Good dig.
Now set up for Garavalla, and that's going to be match point Siena Heights, 25-19, as they win 3-1 over top of Adrian College. That helps them improve to 1-1 overall. Adrian College now drops to 2-4 with 3 straight losses for the Bulldogs. Before we wrap things up, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we'll bring you the post-game stats as well as our player of the game. We were talking a little bit about that. Again, Siena Heights with a 3-1 victory over the Bulldogs. This is men's volleyball coverage on Adrian College TV.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center as Adrian College falls to the Siena Heights Saints 3-1. Taking a look at some of the stats so far here, it was Siena Heights leading with .213 hitting percentage compared to Adrian College's .148. 50 assists for the Siena Heights Saints compared to 40 for the Bulldogs. 51 kills compared to 41, as well as 8 blocks for the Saints and 5 for Adrian College. We'll go ahead and put those up on the screen here shortly. But again, it was Adrian College falling 3-1. And lastly there, you can see the 50 digs compared to the 42 for Adrian College. Jenny Carlton, my color commentator for the night. it is time to name the Bruiser Player of the Game here on Adrian College TV, and it's all completely up to you. So.
Well, I said it earlier, and I'm going to stick with it. Shane Wentz is my player of the game. He was one of the kill leaders tonight with 9. And we also got to see him play 6 rotations, and that is not normal for a middle. So, great game out of Wentz.
Yeah, definitely. So, Wentz, the Bruiser Player of the Game, but Adrian College falls again tonight here in 4 sets to the Siena Heights Saints. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Adrian College TV's coverage of men's volleyball. Be sure to follow us, as I've mentioned, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can catch all of live sporting event coverage at Adrian College on our YouTube page. For Matt Kibbe, our director, Jenny Carlton, my color, and myself, Jay Hanna, this has been our coverage on Adrian College TV.
Want to learn more about Adrian College Television? To find out more about ACTV, you can visit our website at adriancollege.tv. You can find direct links to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms there. Bulldog students can submit a request to become an announcer for ACTV. Fans can see press releases about upcoming events and what's happening at the Media Production House. Visit adriancollege.tv for more. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Comeback you've